Welcome to 13 Degrees of Screams,
where we scream so you don't scream.
We're your host, Alex.
And Stephanie.
Before we get started, make sure you subscribe and click the bell to be notified when we post new episodes.
This week we descend into the catacombs of Paris with special guests Cassidy and Amanda from Drinking The Koolaid.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.
No problem. Thanks for joining us.
As Above, So Below is a 2014 American horror film written and directed by John Eric Dowdle from a screenplay he co-wrote with his brother Drew. The film is presented as a found footage of a documentary cruise experience exploring the catacombs in Paris in search for the Philosopher's Stone, only to be confronted by supernatural forces hidden deep beneath the city. It is loosely based on the Nine Circles of Hell from Dante Alighieri's epic 14th century poem, The Divine Comedy. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 28% with a critical consensus that states, after an intriguing setup that threatens to claw its way out of found footage overkill, As Above, So Below plummets into cliched mediocrity. It also has a 41% audience score.
We begin with Scarlett Marlowe, a young scholar sneaking into an Iranian cave slated for demolition and at the risk of being pelted with a wall of rocks if discovered. Okay, definitely a badass. Respect. I am deterred by the mildest of inconveniences.
An incorrect feeling.
I sometimes have a feeling I can do crystal meth, but then I think, better not.
Yeah.
She uncovers an artifact known as the Rose Key and is nearly crushed as the demolition begins, but makes it out unscathed aside from seeing a vision of a hanged man, as per usual.
With the help of the Rose Key, Scarlett intends to continue her dead father's pursuit of the Philosopher's Stone, a legendary alchemical substance discovered by the alchemist Nicholas Flamel. Are we watching Harry Potter? Legend has it the stone can turn base metals into gold or silver and grant eternal life.
Needing help with translating the inscriptions, Scarlett travels to Paris to enlist her former lover George and brings along a cameraman named Benji to document her search. They visit Flamel's headstone, and using codes from the key, they solve a riddle that gives them coordinates to the catacombs of Paris. Wait, is this national treasure?
Scarlett tries to assess the location on an official tour, but it's off limits. A stranger tells them that a man named Papillon, known for illegally exploring restricted areas, will help them if they find him at a nearby club. The three visit the club and recruit Papillon, his friend Suxi, and their friend Zed with the promise of finding treasure.
George agrees to walk with them to a secret entrance, but insists that he isn't going in. However, when a policeman confronts the group, they escape into the catacombs and he has no choice but to follow them.
Inside, they pass a group of female cultists having choir practice. I'm sure the acoustics are great, but kind of an overcommitment to your craft. Following Papillon while he tags the tunnels, he takes a detour from Scarlett's map and instructs the group to climb through a cavern covered in bones, but Scarlett insists the way is through a closed-off tunnel. She starts removing bricks to unseal the entrance, but Papillon warns that people that go through there never return, and his friend Lataupe went missing from there 2 years ago.
The group agrees to follow Papillon and crawl through the bones, which is definitely how you get cursed, but while going through, it collapses behind them, nearly killing Benji. Is this actually the descent? Somehow, they circled back to the same sealed door and have no choice but to go through to proceed with their search. So, I guess lucky for Scarlett?
Inside, they find Lataupe, who is definitely a dead kind of different, but he tells them that the only way out is to go further down. Makes no sense at all, but sure, let's follow Casper.
Can I keep you?
After what feels like years, they eventually find a tomb with a preserved Templar knight, a mound of treasure, and the Flamel stone.
Scarlett retrieves the Philosopher's Stone, but when Papillon and his team attempt to open the gate in front of the treasure, they trigger a trap that causes the ceiling to collapse. Oh, so we're in Indiana Jones. I got it.
They can hear Lataupe calling through the rubble but can't move the rocks without risking a cave-in, so they leave him behind. I feel like they didn't think he was dead, so when they leave him, it's like, fuck him, he was missing anyway.
Suxi got a large gash on her arm from the collapse, and Scarlett is now able to supernaturally heal her using the power of the Flamel Stone. They find a drawing of a door on the ceiling along with the Gnostic Star of David, symbolizing As Above, So Below, which reveals a hidden opening in the floor.
Scarlett rationalizes that since the symbol means everything inside is mirrored on the outside, that this could mean there's a replica of that very room below. Going through, they find a tunnel marked with the phrase, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here," in Aramaic, identical to the script on the entrance to hell in Dante's Inferno. The group questions whether they should continue, but there's no other way out but forward.
They're like, God, I guess they're finally going to kill us all right. This is younger than I thought it would be, but we are pretty big assholes.
After crawling on their bellies into hell, they find an upside-down reflection identical to the treasure room and La Taupe heavy breathing. Suxi tries to reach out to comfort him, but he beats her face first into the wall, killing her and disappears. As they descend further, Benji, who has multiple injuries on this trip, is cornered by a dead woman and thrown down a hole to his death. This man cannot catch a break.
The group then comes across a burning car with an apparition resembling the stranger who had told Scarlett to find Papillon sitting inside. Papillon is pulled inside, and the car implodes, leaving Papillon buried upside down. Without pants? Scarlett, Zed, and George travel deeper looking for a way out, and George is nearly pulled into water by the ghost of his kid brother.
Scarlett convinces him that the ghost isn't real, but they are then attacked by stone statues coming out of the wall that rip a chunk out of George's throat. Scarlett tries to heal him with a Philosopher's Stone, but it doesn't work. She realizes that the stone is false, and she will need to return to obtain the real stone to save George.
Scarlett takes off to speedrun hell.
Run.
She runs through rivers of blood, biting faces, and even a hanged apparition of herself, all within 5 minutes. After returning the stone, Scarlett discovers a mirror and comes to a profound realization. The real power of the Flamel Stone lies within herself. Aw, how nice.
I'm the last person I would have suspected, but I was looking for me all the time!
On her way back to George and Zed, she encounters the same hanging figure she saw in Iran. This time, she recognizes him as her father. Overcome with emotion, she apologizes for missing his call before his suicide, and he vanishes in peace. Scarlett then reaches George and heals his wound with a kiss. Aw, how nice.
Pursued by relentless demons, the trio is forced to confront a gaping abyss.
Oh my.
Scarlett reveals that escaping will require them to leap in and confront their buried guilt. George confesses his failure to save his brother from drowning, while Zed admits to denying being the father of an illegitimate child. They jump and miraculously survive. At the bottom, they find a manhole cover, push it open, and emerge near Notre Dame, finally safe. Scarlett and George embrace while Zed quietly walks away, free of his burden.
In the final log entry, Scarlett reflects that her quest was never about riches, but about uncovering the truth. Which was what exactly?
So welcome to 13 Degrees of Screams. I know we've already talked a little bit before we started, but for pleasantry's sake, we really appreciate you taking the time to come on the show. Do you mind telling us a little bit about your podcast and how you guys got started?
Yeah, sure. So our podcast is called Drinking the Koolaid. It's a comedy mystery podcast. So we cover everything from, weird cults to unsolved mysteries to occasionally true crime, a lot of aliens and stuff like that. We try to come at it with an open mind and also a sense of humor, as most things should be approached with.
Of course. So since we are on the topic of horror movies, obviously, I wanted to ask if you guys had like a preferred horror movie trope or style that you guys like kind of gravitate towards.
Well, I know your answer.
I know your answer too.
You know my answer?
Yeah.
What's mine?
You love like a slasher that's like a little bit self-aware, like Scream or like something that's a little cheesy.
Yeah, you clocked me on that.
But in a good way, like, campy. Campy is the word I'm looking for, not cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love a campy, because I don't really love blood. Like, that's not my thing, you know what I mean? So if I know that it looks like corn syrup, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm
perfect.
good. Then I can watch anything.
What's mine?
Found footage.
Yeah. That's why I picked this movie.
Hey.
I kind of suspected, but I was just guessing.
You're like, just based on the list of movies that I sent you, like half of them were found footage. So
Yeah.
I also do love found footage.
yeah, I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
it just really gets me in there, Like I feel like I can kind of convince myself that it's real. And like I love the suspension of disbelief. That's like obviously one of the best parts about horror movies. Like these ridiculous things are happening and you just have to be like, yeah, this is what happens. We're
Yeah,
allowed
right,
to just
of
believe
course.
that this is real.
Yeah.
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 And I believe
And-
everything, so.
It's true.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we have a friend too. I feel like almost consistently for like 3 or 4 years, almost around Halloween, every time she would have us watch Blair Witch. And I was like, I mean, I guess I like it now. So
Exposure
It makes
therapy.
sense.
She's like, you will like it. I'm
Right.
going to make you.
oh, yeah, just her
What-
running in the woods. Why don't you relate to this?
What are your guys' favorite scary movie, if you have one?
I would say mine is Insidious. I could watch that movie all the time and always get the heebie-jeebies from it.
I was going to say, that movie scares you, though. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like my favorite horror movie. 'Cause it's so scary.
That makes sense. Because
Right?
usually you lean towards like stuff that's like, ooh, but not really like, ooh.
Like
you know?
Scream.
Yeah, like Scream.
Yeah. Well, I love Scream.
Yeah.
But Insidious to me is like top tier horror movie.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I feel like that's a hard question of like, what's my favorite?
Silent Hill.
That's not my favorite. It's just my like comfort. I love it. I watch it all the time.
I'm a Silent Hill apologist. I love that movie too. I just made Stephanie cover it like, I don't know, a month ago.
I never played the game, so I was just like, this is different.
Oh man, I loved the game. So I just, it's like, you know, don't want to put in the effort of playing the game, but like feel nostalgic. You just watch the movie because they did such a good job with it.
I don't get that movie like at all.
I was like, what's happening? Where are we? Like,
it's all vibes.
Are
you
we
don't
dead?
Need to know.
Like,
it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. I think probably my favorite scary movie is House of a Thousand Corpses, if I have to be.
Okay, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge Rob Zombie fan. I love everything he does. I know, controversial. I even love his Halloween remakes.
I was going to ask, what are your thoughts on those?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And whenever any of his stuff re-releases in the theater, I am right there with, 2 glasses of wine deep and ready to yell at the screen.
Hell yeah.
That's fair.
That's awesome.
I forgot that was a horror movie. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that one.
We're putting on the list, Steph.
I was going to say.
It's another good one.
I came late to the horror genre, only maybe 5 years. So
you really should watch that one. It's very good.
It's weird.
I have a ton on my list.
Yeah, I don't want to say too much, but towards the second to last third, it gets so bizarre. It's so strange, but it's stylistic and cool.
And the background of it is so interesting because they hated it. Like the studio hated it so much. They just wanted to pretend like they never even made it. And Rob Zombie thought it was just going to ruin his career, but then it became this huge cult classic immediately.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So unrelated, but have you seen the new Jurassic World with Jonathan Bailey?
No.
Not yet.
Oh man.
I've heard not great things, to be honest.
Well, Alex is more of the Jurassic Park fan. I will just see it casually, but he knows them inside and out. He loves dinosaurs. So
our friend,
I'm 5 years old. I love dinosaurs.
Our friend Stephen Ray Morris, he has a Jurassic Park podcast, and he lives, sleeps, eats, breathes Jurassic Park.
Literally, yeah.
And I think he saw the movie 5 times already in the theater.
And you want to know what's crazy?
Oh, wow.
He told me he doesn't even like it that much.
Yeah, he said he didn't
already
like it.
Seen it.
That's dedication, though.
Well, he's the one that I kind of heard that from. He was like, you should still go see it for Jonathan Bailey and his slutty little glasses. But he did say it wasn't fantastic.
You know what?
Out of the New World ones, sorry, I thought it was one of the better ones because last time I saw one that was Jurassic World, since the originals, was the one where they cloned some little girl or something like that. And I was I lost it.
I think that's the one my husband made us leave the theater.
That's the second of the new ones, I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I missed one in between because I was I don't trust it.
Yeah, at the end of the second Jurassic World, you find out the girl's a clone, and then most of the third one is kind of around that. Outside of the giant
I heard it was
bugs.
Agricultural.
Yeah, there's giant. What are they? I don't know. Some kind of giant bug that's eating crops. I'm why are we watching this? I thought this was a Jurassic
call me when
Park.
the dinosaurs come
where are the
back.
dinosaurs?
If there's one thing that I can say about the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, whatever, they need to bring in someone like a James Wan and make a true horror movie with these dinosaurs.
That would be good.
It's so scary, and I feel it's just such a missed opportunity that they kind of keep making regurgitating the same kind of formula over and over again, when it's you're dealing with ancient beasts and you get to we just discover a new scarier one every year basically, so throw his ass in there, you know what I mean? But yeah, if we had some really awesome atmospheric horror director take over, just give us one.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
It can even be a low-budget one, okay? Just throw us a bone here.
I
also think more people should get smushed. I feel that's just working hazard, but that doesn't really happen that often.
No.
I don't think I can think of really any situation.
I think to be
someone just got
PG-13, you're only allowed to have 1.2 smushes per movie. It's a whole legal thing,
Don't the dinosaurs do a thing where they pick some lady up and
Oh, they be chopping.
Yeah, that's like
for sure.
everyone. Yeah.
I do
Classic flip and
I
chop.
do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They brought out the flares. So if you guys were wondering about the flares with the dinosaurs coming through the mist, that's there.
Oh.
Good to know. Yeah, I will see it. I wasn't in any rush.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
I do
that's
want to
fair.
see it.
That's fair. I saw it opening day, so
Listen,
But I've only seen
you're a
it one
true
time.
fan.
Yeah.
You better catch up. You're getting
I know.
laughed out there.
I'm in the same boat. Like, it wasn't amazing, but I would definitely go see it again, probably.
Yeah, there's tons of movies that are like, you're like, listen, this scratches an itch that is specifically made for me. So yeah, it might not be the best movie in the world, but I will watch it 15 times. Like, that happens all the time for me too. Yeah.
I'm that way with The Lion King. For shame. But
We should cover the Lion King stuff just for you.
yeah, it's terrifying.
It's okay. I think I saw The Greatest Showman by myself in the theater like 4 times. And everyone was like, why are you doing that? I was like, I don't know. I love it.
Like, again? Oh my God, are you okay?
I saw Wicked like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, I
after
saw it
came
like
out.
20. So
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I was like trying to force people off the street to come with me. I was like, my husband wasn't interested at all. I'm like, yeah, you're coming.
We forced our friend to come over at my house, and I had a Wicked-themed party just to get him to watch this damn movie.
wait,
Like,
that's
you're
fun.
not-
I want to
you're
go.
gonna enjoy it. I'll invite you next
If
time.
you're ever in town,
Yeah, if
we'll
you're
do
ever
Wicked
in
Part
town.
2.
Yeah, if you're ever around here.
Amanda's going to be on a Southwest flight to Akron before you know
I was
going
going
to
to say, what's my favorite thing in the entire world? A themed party.
themed party and Wicked. Or two
Like,
favorite things.
hello.
He made cupcakes. It was all out. It
I
went
did.
all out.
Oh,
So,
my
yeah.
goodness.
I was like, you're going to watch this damn movie and you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, he didn't even know who Jonathan Bailey was, and he was like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "He'll be your boyfriend by the time it's done. It's our
He's
boyfriend now.
the
Like,
collective boyfriend of
yeah.
everyone.
We
It
can
doesn't
share.
matter if you're
It's
not
fun.
interested, but he is your boyfriend now." So, would you say is As Above, So Below one of your favorite horror movies? I'm guessing, Cassidy, this is one of your favorites, right?
It is a movie that I really enjoy. I think it has a lot of rewatchability to it because it's really dense, especially at the end. And it's something that I think is also easy to recommend to people because just the concept alone, like even if they're not following the plot that closely and they don't care about all the biblical references and the alchemy references, just the idea of where they're at in the catacombs is so scary that I feel like that's enough for the, a common watcher to get at least a little bit of a thrill out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. This was my first time seeing it, so
As soon as I heard it was spelunking, I was like, "Oh, I'm terrified!" Like
literally my nightmare.
That's exactly
Right?
what Amanda texted me. She goes, "Oh, they're in freaking caves." Was the first text I got when she started watching it. And I was like, I told you it was catacombs.
I didn't even I knew it was the Paris Catacombs, which we have covered on our show, like one of our first episodes.
Yeah.
So I was really intrigued by that. But then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go cave diving in these tiny little spaces," and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Hell no.
absolutely not. Like,
Have you
My
seen
nightmare.
the movie? Yeah. Have you seen the movie The Descent?
Yes.
Yes.
Many times.
The worst possible scenario. Like, take away the creatures, like just the spelunking aspect. That movie, I can't even breathe when I watch that.
No.
Oh,
I actually made a reference to like the real life event in my ratings,
Oh, the
honestly, because I
Nutty
was like,
Putty.
"This
The
is
Nutty
what,
Putty.
yeah, this is what
Oh,
freaks
is that
me
what
out."
it was based off of?
It was like one of the
Yeah.
inspirations for it.
Oh.
Like just the idea of like how scary that is to be trapped
Yeah.
somewhere.
That's
Yeah.
the scariest story.
I hate it, and the fact that they never got his body out, that's terrible too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, for those of you that don't know, I'm sure you guys do, but this guy went spelunking with a couple of friends, was crawling through like this tiny like window-sized hole, and got stuck like completely upside down with just like his feet hanging out,
Mhm.
and
It's the worst.
was stuck like that for 27 hours until like he just couldn't take it anymore. And
Yeah.
that's no.
Bad
Like, I
way
don't
to
like
go.
to be in small spaces. Like a small classroom is too much for me. So a cave, no.
No, and like, not to skip ahead, but the part where they're going through the bones
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
Benji gets stuck, I literally was like hyperventilating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, dude, you need to calm down. You're not
I
going to get out."
I was laughing so hard because there was like something I didn't catch the first 50 million times I've watched this movie. When he's going through there, she's going, "Just reorganize the bones, Benji." And I'm going,
Did you see
that would not help me at all. If somebody was yelling that at me, like, "It's fine. You just need to reorganize the bones to get them to lay flatter." I'd be like, "Don't make me, I'm already stuck." And now you're telling me to,
Don't give me a task.
yeah. You're making me reorganize bones like it's my my trapper keeper. It's got pencils and pens in it. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
Also,
let me
when
just
you're,
lay
like-
them down.
Yeah,
I feel like when you're panicking too, it's like you get more stuck somehow.
absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, well, he's heaving too, and he's like already like probably the broadest guy in the group. Like, he goes through the ringer.
He
I
does.
swear.
Yeah.
Like, he gets hurt 1,000 times before they actually.
No, I felt so bad for him, and she's a horrible friend.
She is.
Well,
and then
and he liked her clearly, and she didn't care at all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she literally was like using that to get him to do what she wanted him to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, I thought she was so like cool girl vibes at first. Like when she's like sneaking into this Iranian site for demolition, she's like, "Oh, only if I get caught will I get like buried alive and stoned." But then she's on this mission with this guy, and she brings her ex along, and the whole time anything happens to him, she's like, Benji, duck your head. Benji, come over here. And
Yeah.
I'm like, don't.
I thought she was
Placate
a
this
pretty
guy.
selfish
Yeah.
like person the
She
entire
kinda
time.
I mean, one of the inspirations for the film was Indiana Jones, and I
Mhm.
feel like she definitely gives like. But there's a difference. We judge those types of characteristics very differently in women than men. Obviously, in men, it's like, oh, they're so aloof, they're so mysterious, and in women, we're like, that bitch. Like,
Well, I mean, even the first scene of the movie with the other guy, he's like, I have a family. I don't want to be here. And she's like, no, it's fine. We're going. Come on, we're going. And I'm like, you
Yeah.
are a monster. Like, what
And I
the
would have
heck?
thought the same of Indiana Jones if he was like, come on. Who cares about your
I mean,
family?
I
Let's
probably
go."
would have gone anywhere with Indiana Jones that he asked me to go. So
Oh no.
I can't say too much about that. I'm sorry. If he looked at me and he was like, we're going in there, I'd be like, anything you want, sir.
yeah, whatever you say, baby.
Please.
The ending. Do you guys think that they actually made it out?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they did. Oh hell.
I think they imply with like the Paris being turned upside down and then it like turns right side up again that it's like a whole new world.
They're in
like,
hell.
It's different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
'cause
exactly
they were
what I
talking
thought.
about everything being mirrored.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well,
I
damn.
was wondering.
That's literally what I thought, because I was like, that's weird that they're like upside down and then they come out of it weird. And I was like, that's not Earth.
No.
So, not to jump ahead too much talking about plot, but because when they like fall down that shaft thing, like there's no way someone would survive that. So did they die?
Just die. Yeah.
Oh no!
I think they were
I
just
never even
in hell the
thought
whole
that.
time.
And then they're in the
Yeah.
afterlife. Yeah.
I feel
Pretty
like
much
they were
ever
in hell.
since like they walked through the door that was marked like, he must not go any further, whatever they call it.
Wasn't the
Whatever
sign
that is.
above the door like the 7 gates of hell or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
some
Dante's
Inferno reference. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think? You probably know.
I think it could go either way. I mean, I like to believe that they made it out, and because, they're dealing with their traumas and they're the 3 that were able to. But it also didn't feel fair the way that, like, some people were allowed to deal with their traumas and some people just got pulled into burning cars.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right?
But if they were dead the whole time from the time that they passed into, like, the underworld area where, like, the demons and creatures were and stuff, that would make more sense that, yes, if it is truly as above, so below, they got out of the catacombs, but they're still in the below
Yeah,
part.
they kept going down, 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 down,
Yeah,
down
there's
the
no
whole
way
movie.
that's going to put you on street level.
Yeah, and they kept on making references to it. They were like, "We just keep going lower and lower and
Yeah.
lower down. We're
Yeah.
never going up." So
I fully expected them just to open a door and be like Earth's crust or whatever.
That's what I thought was
like
gonna
the
happen.
ball, like in the
Magma.
The core.
yeah.
Just-
I do love that scene, though, when they're coming out of the manhole and they're switching directions. Oh, it's
Mhm.
so, it like makes me a
it's
little
so
nauseous.
trippy.
Yeah.
but that's why that thought came into my head. I was like, they're like in a hell
Hmm.
universe or something.
Yeah. The, like,
yeah.
Bizarro world or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see it. Oh, but when Fafion gets pulled into the car, did you guys notice that, like, when the car disappears and his feet are sticking out, he doesn't have pants and shoes on anymore?
Yeah.
Just,
It's just
no
legs.
pants.
He doesn't
gonna
need
be
them
honest.
anymore.
To me, that was like the worst, like, looking death.
Yeah.
Like the CGI and stuff. I was like,
I
they
see. I
didn't need
love
to do
that. I love the concept of it. Like,
Yeah.
of being sucked in and then the feet sticking out is so good.
No, I like that too. I don't know, something about it. I was like, everyone else kind of died by like falling or getting hit by something or getting bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then his was kind of just like really
Over the top.
over the top. Yeah.
Maybe he was the most evil one.
Yeah, you got something.
Yeah, they did
on there.
kind of like lay the groundwork for it. They said that he had like a scar on his hand and no one would talk about it.
Mhm.
So,
Well, the other French lady, she gets beaten to death by the mole.
oh yeah. I was like, I don't know what you did, girl.
That was a shocking one.
When that guy, it was like that weird guy, right?
The mole,
Yeah,
yeah.
when he first like
Yeah.
showed up and he was just like
Latope.
sitting in the
Latope.
Yeah, he was just like standing there and I was like, "Oh no."
Like he's
No.
up to no good.
I was like, "This is the guy?"
Bad.
Well, but that's the thing. So they said that he disappeared. He's been down there for 2 years, whatever. He shows up when they get into like, so maybe he was dead like the whole time.
Did you see him? He was a dead guy.
He was a deadie.
He did
Confirmed
not
Put
look
in the
Daddy.
plot notes very differently then.
He did not look alive. And what was he doing
Oh.
for 2 years? What was he eating for 2 years?
Yeah.
No, I know.
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that's part of the mystery, too. Because obviously, like, time, you would assume if you're in some sort of, like, alternate upside down dimension, time might also not work the way that it does. Because he
Yeah.
also didn't flinch at all, really, when they put the
Mhm.
lights on him, which obviously, if you were down there in the dark for 2 years, that would be blinding.
Oh
to
yeah,
see.
Yeah,
your
for
pupils.
sure.
Like,
Yeah.
Well, okay. I was under the impression that once they went through the little door and they're in this hell universe, like I'm assuming they're immediately in hell. Like they're immediately in some like different universe because then the piano shows up. Ooh, magic.
Yeah.
And then like they see all these things from their past. So, like it's not real.
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah.
real if you're in hell.
Well, yeah, it's hell. I'm saying like they're definitely not on Earth. So that guy living there is dead
yeah.
and he's a demon.
And I don't think they saw him until like they go over the bones and then they come around and they see the sealed up door again.
Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah.
like, oh, so this is probably where the start of it is. Like maybe they could have gone back at that point.
But maybe the threshold was through the bones because remember they were like, wait, how did we end up on the other side?
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the issue, too, because she had the map and she was like, oh, if we go through the like tunnel that's forbidden or whatever, that'll be a straight shot to where we're trying to get to.
Yeah.
But obviously that was not the case.
Yeah.
No.
The
I
lie
think-
detector has found that was a lie.
Yeah. I think everything. Okay, so between the bones and the gate that said like abandon all hope, I think that was like maybe purgatory because I don't
Yeah.
think anyone died between that part. Or did
No,
they?
I don't
No.
think.
It was only
until
once they got
into
into like hell proper is when people
I think
died.
so.
So it's like two separate paranormal
Yeah.
locations.
Yeah, the lady.
Suxi?
Yeah, she was the first one to die. And she died
Mm.
after they went down that water where the water went down.
Yes.
And she was
Mhm.
like, this is the exit. And they went down and then they realized they were in the reverse of the treasure room. And then
And-
she got killed by the mole was there.
Yeah.
Latope.
Latope.
I
The
wonder
devious
how-
Latope.
Yeah. I wonder if they were convinced that Latope was dead because they were like, oh, he's different. Because when the cave-in happens in the treasure room, they hear him like crying under the rubble and they're like, oh, don't move anything. Everything else could collapse or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you thought he was alive, like,
You'd want to pull him out. Yeah.
wouldn't you
Yeah.
want to save him?
They were
Yeah.
like,
And they
eh.
kind of like move on and they're like, oh, he was already missing.
I'm
so.
not convinced they would care at this point.
Yeah.
Just be like, he's fine.
Listen, there's a lot going on,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, they
Sorry.
did pretty much leave everyone that got killed, and they were just like, gotta go.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there was a lot of, we have to keep moving every
Yeah.
single time anybody. Like, listen, this is a tomorrow's problem.
Yeah, you don't
This
even
is-
know where you're going, guys. Like, what do you
Yeah.
mean?
But it did kind of get like a little redundant towards the end, though, just because of like the whole like, let's keep going, let's keep going, let's keep going. And then it felt like, where are we? Like, it just started to look the same.
Yeah.
Maybe because like she was speed running at one point, like through the tunnels when she had to go back.
Yeah, there was a lot of things going on. Like the creatures coming out of the rocks, the
Mhm.
hands in the bloody water. I was like, what the heck is happening right now? I was texting Cassie and I was like, there is so much happening in this movie. I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, towards
was
the
wondering-
end, it kind of goes off the rails. I feel.
Yeah.
Just a tad, but
Yeah.
I just
I
love
was
when
wondering,
she's-
too.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. I just wanted to say I was wondering too, like how long did it take to get to the spot where she decided that she had the fake stone and she needed to turn around? I was like, that felt like a few hours, but then when she realized she needs to go back, she's there within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, she's speed running. Like, what's that video game? Maze, or not Maze Runner, Tree Runner or whatever that everyone used to play on their iPhones. You have to, like,
I think it's Maze Runner.
Is it Maze Runner? You have to like try
Temple Run.
Temple Run.
Temple Run,
yeah.
yes.
You were going so fast.
She's
You have to,
climbing up the tunnel. Like,
yeah, you have to try and like jump over things, and if you don't, you just fall off and die. Yeah, that was like what it felt like when especially when she has the camera pointed at herself for the light, and she's just like.
Well, it definitely felt like I was in a virtual reality like video game at that point.
Yes,
because it was like just from her point of view, and I was like, oh my god, I hope nothing pops out.
Yeah, it definitely that part has like total video game feelings. Yeah.
Yes.
She just backhands one of those creatures too. She's had enough.
She's literally like, boom, boom.
Out of here.
When the ones that like come out of the wall, the like, she just starts elbowing people.
Literally like just face and palm.
I know, I'm like, girl, you could do that the entire time.
Yeah, she was like finally had enough. Yeah. She was like, all right, we're not playing games anymore. I'm like pretty sure we're in hell. So
once again, she put everyone there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
I think she's a little bit of a bitch.
I think that's a fair assessment.
I didn't
Scarlett.
Like her. I'm just saying.
I mean, she was a total liar, but the only thing she did that was comforting was telling George that his brother wasn't real. I was like, no, he's probably real. But,
yeah, right?
But he's like freaking out. And she's like, well, come on, it's not really happening. Let's go.
Yeah. We're all in hell. There's no way we're all in hell, guys. Come on.
Right.
That couldn't be happening to us after we went through the hell portal.
Adventure.
Yeah.
Nothing weird has happened yet at all.
After we basically went through the door that was titled Hell Here with like big arrows pointing down.
Oh, man. As soon as like the police came after them while they were just going through the entrance, I would have just given myself up then. I'd be like, turns out I don't have to go if I can just tell them, I was trespassing.
Well, freaking George, George was her like ex, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's all, I'm not going. And she's like, yes, you're going. And then look what happened.
Yeah. I'm like, no, man, you should have just waited for the police to leave and go out.
Yeah, seriously.
Or honestly, just go to jail at that point. That would have been better.
Yeah, honestly. I saw that small hole and I was like, that's not for me.
Yeah,
so.
We're already off to a bad start with just the size of the entrance hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, aren't the Paris Catacombs, like, I feel like they could have found a different way to get in there. Because they're like open to the public.
Well, yeah, but you can't. The part that they're trying to go to is not the part that's open to the public.
How did she know where she needed to go?
Because she'd been collecting all this stuff and her dad had been researching this for like, it was like his life's work. And then he hung himself.
And then Papillon, doesn't he kind of explore? Like that's why they went out, or the ghost or whatever he was told her to go find Papillon.
Yeah.
And then because he knows kind of those secret areas.
Because he's like a cave diver, basically.
Mm.
I saw online that ghost that tells her during the tour to go find him is the one from the car.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, it's the same guy.
So it's trying to get him down there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get his grubby little mitts on him.
Wait.
Yeah.
When she's like on the tour of the legal part, remember somebody's like, oh, you got to go find Papillon.
Yes.
That's the guy.
She turns around and he's not there anymore. So like it was probably just a ghost.
Oh.
Like a lot of it, like it's almost like this like feeling of inevitability, right? Like she's following that woman in the white dress and like that, like every time they're not led exactly where these entities might want them to end up, something happens like redirects them in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So like maybe this was all meant to happen. Like from before they even went in
like
there.
fate-wise. That's what I'm saying. Like there's a lot in this movie where you could like read into it and like unpack stuff, or you can just watch it and be like, small spaces and scary jump scares.
Yeah.
There's a lot, like two decisions, you know what I mean? You can go for. Yeah.
Well, I'm interested in your thoughts on like how deeper you think it goes, like with the symbolism then.
I mean, I just really like alchemy, and I'm really into history, and I also grew up super religious. So like there's a lot of like biblical references in there. Obviously, Dante's Inferno, one of the great OGs of basically horror writing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the weirdest thing about this movie is they're crossing streams a little bit between a bunch of different stuff. Like you'll see references to stuff that's like clearly occult, and then you'll see references to stuff that's like clearly like Christian symbolism. And I mean, I guess that makes sense because they literally start in the Middle East, like where all religion was born or whatever, right? But yeah, like every time I watch the movie, I just catch something a little different where I'm like, that symbol, like, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It all like transcends back to where they need to go, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is, I think, the third time I saw this movie, and I will say the first time I watched it. I thought it was just like a bunch of weird stuff for like weird stuff's sake. But even when Papillon dies and his like legs are sticking up, I saw an image, I think from like that's one of the rings of hell in
Dante's Inferno. Yeah.
And like I didn't necessarily know that at
Oh.
first. So like to now know that that's actually a punishment in one of the rings, like, okay, these things do make sense if you kind of know the lore, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I was watching it last night with one of my friends who's really into Dante's Inferno, and she was like catching tons of stuff more than even I did, and I've seen it way more times than her. I was watching it with Connie, and she was like looking up all the different rings of hell and like what you have to do to get into certain punishments, like getting hung upside down in a thing of ice. Like that's the most inner layer of hell, right?
Okay.
She's like, depending on what you did wrong, that like determines your punishment. Or like adulterers get this, liars get put in excrement for eternity, you know? And so there's all these different things that you can end up with.
Oh, man.
And do you want to know what's weird? We were reading through it and I was like, you know what? Some of these seem a little unfair.
Like what?
I'm going to throw it out there. Like one of them was like being too charming or something. And it was like,
Oh,
yeah, it was like
charismatic.
And you get cut in half with a sword from the top of your head to your nether regions. or
Well,
something like that.
Cassidy, here we go. I'm going to cut you in half.
Oh, no.
Bye.
Podcast.
Please, no. I'm sorry.
I'll see you there.
I've discovered the true meaning of the stone, of the sorcerer's stone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just was like, this is weird.
I thought with the legs sticking out, it was like the reverse of how Scarlett could have died if she was caught in Iran. Like she just was talking about if she was caught trying to find like this inscription on the statue, that they would bury her in the sand with her head sticking out, and then they would stone her.
Oh,
So you're like, oh, it's like this is the opposite
like the
result.
reverse of it. Yeah. I don't know if that's really anything, but
Yeah, like listen to this. The 8th circle, so the closest one to the worst circle, is just fraud. Everybody's committing a little bit of fraud, I thought. I thought we were all on that one. And the punishment, allegedly, this is a comedy podcast, and then its souls are thrown into a pit of darkness, endlessly beaten and tortured by demons.
Oh,
Just for a little bit of fraud?
That's messed up.
Gluttony. Because of your cold nature, the souls of gluttony suffers the coldness of ceaselessly icy rain.
Oh,
Well, that sounds like it hurts.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I think most of them are supposed to hurt.
I think your limbo connection is correct, because limbo is for the souls of pagans and unbaptized wanderers, and they're set to wander the caves of limbo in loneliness and desperation, wanting to meet God for eternity. So that does sound like after they go through that first thing, that when they enter that,
Yeah, because they end up in the same place, and they're like, "That's so weird. We just went that way. We shouldn't be back here."
Yeah, why are we back here?
Yeah.
So
that's interesting too, because I think right before Benji dies, he hears a baby crying,
and then that woman, which they never come back to that weird, like when they first enter the catacombs, and they're like, "Oh, look at these people chanting in this cave," and they never bring it back.
I don't think that was connected. There are just cults that do stuff like that in the catacombs.
Okay.
That's not like an uncommon,
because he's just like
occurrence, I don't believe.
He's like, they're just weird, it's fine. And then they just keep going, and I was like, are we not gonna like talk about these people?
No, they're just partying. It's fine.
But then when the baby cries behind Benji right before he dies, that woman who we saw
is there to push him
earlier, walks past him behind him when the baby's crying, and she was the one that was in the cave chanting.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
and
the
he
same
saw her
lady?
outside.
I thought she was the same
he saw her
lady.
outside when he went to get Papillon
Yes.
from the club.
No, so I saw her then. I didn't think it was the same lady as the one in the cult, because she had all that makeup on her face in that one.
I thought it was all
thought
the
it
same
was.
woman. It looked like her face.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong.
I also have face blindness, so I'm the wrong person to ask if someone looks like slightly different. I'm like, those are two totally different people.
And I felt like they kept zooming in on her face, like every time she was on the screen. So that's why I was like, there's something with
so
this
you'd recognize.
lady.
Yeah. Maybe,
yeah. I would have to go back and look at that.
I could be
again.
wrong, but I thought it was the same person.
No, I read that it somewhere, I forgot where, but I read that was supposed to be the same woman, which is to your point exactly why they keep like focusing on her face and like watching Benji.
And he was the only one that was seeing her, so then it makes sense that she's the one that kills him. It's sort of like the Papillon thing with the guy in the car.
I did think this has nothing to do with the plot, but just like the overall look of the movie. I wish it was filmed on like a grainier camera or like a less
That's
like
how
nice
you feel
one.
about every horror movie, though.
You didn't think it was a little too like clear for what this movie was?
No, because they had nice ass cameras.
I know. I just wanted it to be.
They're filming a documentary.
I wanted it to
She
be.
said the same thing about Final Destination. She was like, it would have been better if the film was grainier.
Yeah, I agree. I stand by that.
So I'm like, this is just an ongoing.
Like the newest
This
Final
is an
Destination?
aesthetic need that you have.
She just basically doesn't want stuff shot on digital ever.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Every movie looks
That's
better
fair.
in film.
I mean,
Every
I
single
agree.
movie.
It's just funny that
agree.
because I'm like, you're like, don't this specific movie. I'm like, you think this about every movie? That doesn't count.
Okay,
Blanket
that's true.
statement, every movie.
Yeah, like
Little
that's just inferred for Amanda's taste.
It's
Totally
just
fair.
everything looks better that way. I can't.
I
help
agree.
You should
it.
write into Marvel and be like, you know what you guys should use?
Exactly.
Grainy camera. Yeah,
A
it'll
little
be
grainy
excellent.
filter over
Yeah.
it.
Oh, you must love the original 28 Days Later then.
I never seen it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I just watched it for the first time.
That's like its iconic thing it's known for is that it was shot with like kind of a low quality.
But you know what's funny about that?
It's got like that blue tone too,
Mhm.
like not Twilight, but close.
It's funny because that was like one of the first movies filmed on digital.
Yeah.
Funny enough.
Oh,
It just had
Yeah.
it just had
But
like
it's still,
low
Yeah.
frame rate. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, well,
But they did it on
maybe-
it was like a choice by the director because he wanted it to look gritty and kind of like icky. Yeah.
See? Exactly. Gritty and icky.
Well, to be fair, they did have like too nice of a camera for what they were doing, like with
Yeah.
getting like pelted by stone over and over again. Like that camera was the luckiest of the bunch.
For real.
Have your handheld little camcorder.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There you go.
You might like the movie Jerusalem then with a Z. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's also found footage.
Mm-mm.
No, I
Kind of a
haven't.
similar vibe, but not in the catacombs, but like that's like
In
on a
caves.
shitty camera if I remember.
Okay, see?
They're in caves at some point in that. I can't
That's what I
remember.
need to watch.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll make
You
you
have
a
list of
list.
ones to find and that just fit your needs.
Just like the most niche list on Letterboxd ever. Shot on shitty camera on purpose.
A little grainy.
Yeah.
Great.
A little
Amazing.
grainy.
Well, are you guys ready to get into our ratings?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Now that we had talked about plot quite a bit, do we want to go around and Stephanie, you could kick us off with what rating you gave it?
I gave it a 2.
Okay. I gave it a 2 as well on plot.
Yeah,
Amanda?
that sounds good.
Yeah, I gave it a 2 as well. I feel like mostly for me, I feel like the ending is just where it kind of lost me just a tad. And we talked about just kind of how it goes off the rails just a tad for me. But the rest of it, I think it's a really well-paced movie.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think if my theory is correct and they are in hell the whole time and then they're just in hell at the end, then I think
You like it better?
I like it more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
like-
maybe like a 1.5.
I feel like every found footage movie that I've ever seen, it's so rare for them to actually survive. Like it's usually like completely everyone's gone and like all that remains is the footage kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it feels weird for 3 of them to survive and actually be alive and able to continue on their life as it was.
That's one thing I will give them. Like, they were not afraid to kill off the main characters, like the ones you thought were going to live. And then, like, randomly they let Zed survive, who was like,
I know.
yeah. So I do.
What a third wheel of a save.
Seriously. And then when he just, like, looks at them and is like, what the heck? And, like, walks away from them. Because, like, that's exactly what I do, too. Like, I don't even know you people.
Yeah.
Why did you
Right.
just make me do all of that?
My 2 best friends are dead.
Yeah. Like, what the
Right.
heck? So I do have some respect for that. Like, when you're willing to kill off, like, a major character
Yeah.
that you know is, you know.
I feel like George should have bit it. That would have really pushed it for me.
Yeah.
If she would have come back after like putting back the stone and going through all of that and then like gone in to save him and then he still died, that would have been so good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way he should have lived. That was a bad neck bite
Yeah.
thing that he was dealing with. Like, even if she did make it back in 5 minutes.
Yeah. That was a real wound. That was,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That wasn't a scratch.
Right.
One thing we didn't talk about, and I would be curious your thoughts on. So we find out that the Philosopher's Stone either wasn't the real one or whatever it was. And it was like, she had the power all along. Like, how did you feel about that twist, I guess?
Stupid.
So like, well, the idea of it is that it's kind of like, once again, not to bring it back again to Indiana Jones, but kind of the idea of is like, oh, the reason nobody could ever like pick the right chalice is because like us as human beings, we have this desire for things and for worth, right? And so that's why we think like, oh, it has to be the stone. And she's going like, literally she's learning, oh, actually the power is to know that that is wrong, and to return the stone is what will actually make you transcend to this level of like understanding alchemy or whatever. That's what I got from it, at least, which is a little corny. I'm not like saying it's like a good thing, but like when he's telling her, like when he realizes it before her, right? Because he like tells her like, you gotta put it back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't like the kiss thing. I hate that part. That's
that was the part I thought was dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
but that could be more proof that they were dead the whole time, because there's like, there's just rules in this world that don't exist in the real world.
I think I cracked the case. I'm just saying.
I think so.
I'm second guessing this whole movie now. I didn't even like think that, and now I'm like,
well, how's she gonna go back to the real world with like stone powers or whatever? Like,
well, at the end, the final words of the movie are, "I was never a treasure hunter. All I wanted was knowledge." And I guess that's almost what the point of it was. Like, you weren't supposed to get a thing; you were supposed to get knowledge that was forbidden,
right?
Yeah. Not an object that has any like worth.
And also tricking people into coming down to the caves with you and almost killing like a bunch of people and killing a bunch of people and almost killing the guy in the beginning when he was like, I have a family, sorry. Like, the demons were like, you're a bad person, so
you're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Let's put her upside down in ice for eternity for treachery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow. Okay.
Amanda's clearly very, very.
I don't like her.
This woman.
I do not like
okay.
her. She's horrible. From the first scene, I was like, this woman is horrible.
See, I got confused because she's sexy.
She is sexy,
and I let sexy people do bad things sometimes.
And you know that evil women are always sexy.
Evil men too.
I know.
They're either the sexiest or the scariest.
So you know that already.
No, I do.
So how did you get
tricked?
tricked?
I'm saying, just like, she gets away with it because she's sexy. I don't know what to tell you. But once again,
foiled again.
It happens.
That's okay though. I did go on that length of a rant about Gemma from Megan like a week or two ago. I hate the aunt and Megan, so
that's fair.
I mean,
when we got to the villain portion, Stephanie's like, Megan's not the problem, it's Gemma. And I was like, okay, killer doll, or maybe a little bit of a aunt that doesn't want to deal with the kid.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the aunt created in that, not to also agree with you, but I'm going to. She created like the most deadly iPad kid in the history of the world.
Yeah, for sure.
We can't just allow that in society.
And I was like, Megan was doing fine until like she was left to her own devices.
Megan is just trying to dance through life, okay? Right. I'm just saying, she's a baddie.
Dance the night away.
So what did you guys have for suspense?
I would say 2.
I'm going 3 for suspense. I think that's one of the strongest parts of the movie. You could disagree, but I'm just saying.
No, I do agree.
Because it was tense. It's a very tense movie.
I'm not good at coming up with my own ideas, so.
Oh, no, it's okay. When I write mine out, I look at Alex's first. I'm like, I just kind of want to like take the temperature of the room and know where to base myself off.
Yeah, just make sure you're not like wildly misreading everything. Right?
Yeah. I mean, being in the catacombs, in the caves in general, is already like a 3, so.
Yeah, that's why I feel like they just, like I said, just being down there is like enough where I'm just like, I don't feel well.
And then you add on the creatures and the hell.
Creatures, some killers.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I actually just did do the 2. I feel like, again, towards the end of the movie, I was just somewhat more confused as to what was happening, so it just took me out of the suspense. And especially when she's just running back, there's just like no time to build any kind of suspense. At that point, we're kind of just over it. So
that is a good point.
Towards the end, it loses me, but so I still gave it a 2 because it's still pretty suspenseful. But by the end, I'm like, okay, let's just wrap this up.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, with the stone and the kiss and all that.
Yeah,
I was kind of like, all right,
like okay, we get it.
Yeah,
I had it as a 3. I just, based on the location, like the fact that they're actually there, it just makes it like so much more real. And yeah, it wouldn't be me. I would never be there. No. So that was how I was feeling the whole time. I was like, we could always just turn around.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wouldn't go down there for $1 billion.
Would you go down in like the legal part?
Yeah, on a tour.
Yeah,
on a guided tour.
Well, I'm just saying,
I would hold the hand of the guide. I would be so like nervous about it.
Like, that's fine.
Like you're in kindergarten, you have to like latch everyone together. Like, come on, class.
Yes.
Buddy system.
Yeah,
right.
But that's about it.
That's actually kind of a good transition to the atmosphere of the movie. What did you think for atmosphere?
I would say 3.
3, yeah. Like once again, it's like cheating, being down in like the scariest place in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And listen,
I had
if the camera was grainy, man, that really
it would be 3.5 up
Yeah.
there.
I'd allow it. Steph, I'm assuming you also gave it a 3?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I had to give it credit. So.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the movies we cover, atmosphere either gets like a 0 or a 3. There's no in between. And this movie is like probably one of the scariest locations we covered. Steph, would you agree?
Yeah, well, because it's legit haunted. So we're just going in base level knowing it's messed up.
And it's like a real place on Earth that like you could
go
theoretically end up in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Paris Catacombs in the part that you're allowed to go in is scary.
Yeah, that's already atmosphere 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked they allowed them to film there, like actually film down there.
Yeah, it was like one of the first people to film there at all. I don't know if they filmed there since, but yeah, I saw it in the notes. It was like the first people to film in like the restricted areas.
I was telling my husband, because I made him watch it with me, like the part when they first go down and they're like, okay, we're going in this hole, like before the cop comes.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if I was one of these actors, I'd be like, I'm not getting in that hole. Like, what do you mean I have to climb through there?
Where's my extra?
Yeah, like, no, where's
like
my body double?
Yeah, exactly.
See, Amanda, this is why we wouldn't ever make it, because we wouldn't be able to sacrifice for the art.
No, I'm not going down there.
Filming conditions were rough. I mean, they were down there for months, I believe. And they imagine being in a dark cave, barely seeing the sun for months. And it was
wet.
like a real brutal.
And in the areas that aren't for the public, because for some reason or another. So just
I would become La
all
Taupe.
around.
Yeah, truly.
I would come out of that after filming. Everyone would be like, what's wrong with you?
You're like, you're hissing at the sun.
Everyone underground.
Yeah.
How about the villain aspect? Well, I guess it's the danger aspect. There's no real clear-cut villain.
I mean, one could say Scarlett's the villain, but
ooh, okay.
We got a twist on our hands.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I love when we like switch it up.
She's my villain, I'll tell you that much.
Okay, so if it's Scarlett, then what's the number
3.
rating on 3?
An evil, sexy woman? What do you mean?
She is the problem.
Evil and sexy. It's too dangerous of a combination.
Yeah. That is a 3 if I've ever heard one.
She is like very pretty, but then like when she gets in the cave, she has like crazy eyes. It's like the crazy hot scale.
Yeah,
for sure. But I guess the ultimate villain is just what, like hell?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like a hard one to me, where I'm like going back and forth between 1 and 2, because like it's more of like an idea.
Yeah.
Than like an actual villain. But then you said like danger factor, and I was like, okay, well, it's pretty dangerous.
Right.
Like from the get-go, just being there is dangerous.
And nothing you can do is going to help. You're not getting out.
Yeah.
Like, you're done.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
But then also it's like, okay, well then that kind of like defeats if you really think of it like, okay, they were dead the whole time, then really the danger factor was pretty low, because what more can you do? You're already dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, this was a very hard category for this movie specifically, because it's everything is kind of an issue at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't like everything kind of sucks right now. So
well, it's kind of like the last 3, right? Like atmosphere, villain, and what was the other one?
Plot.
Suspense.
Like suspense, like those are all 3 are kind of like intertwined, because it's like just the catacombs themselves are like the issue.
Exactly. Yep. That's kind of where, because I only gave villain a 1 only because really everything falls on the atmosphere aspect of it. Like the villain, the problem with found footage, at least for me, is like I really just wanted to know more about what was happening, like what the monsters are. I mean, I don't know if it would we'd learn more if it wasn't found footage, but sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what you are. Like, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
So
I felt the
it was
same
just
way.
kind of hard to just understand what was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one as well. I kind of just said that the characters were more victim of circumstance because they went somewhere that was, so dangerous, so haunted, and kind of made their beds when they went there. And I also said, like, the whole reason, like, it's so dangerous and it's off limits and everything is because people have actually gone missing. Like, when they go on the official tour and they hesitate to talk to that guy that's a ghost telling them to go find Pampleon. I will not get there. The tour guide comes back and says, keep up, because people have gotten turned around and just never been found again. And that's on the purposeful tour.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that's how I see it.
I agree.
Scarlett's the villain. Sorry.
Last word in.
Yeah, in conclusion, Scarlett's the issue here. So
right. Catacombs who?
Yeah.
So, did you guys give the movie your extra special point?
Amanda, do you want to go first?
No, you go first. Because I'm just going to copy you.
Oh, I was going to say, because I was going to say, I think we're going to say opposite things.
Oh,
because
okay,
I'm going to say yes. Just because I think the uniqueness of the location, the realness of the location, just shooting there, once again, they could have walked around and nothing scary could have happened. And I probably would have been on the edge of my seat the whole time just because it's freaky down there.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I thought the acting was really well done. The characters for being found footage also were pretty well flushed out. You kind of figured out the relationships between these characters. And I think that's hard to do in found footage.
Yeah.
And also I just love found footage. So of course I was we're already, I'm grading on a curve here and it's very positive. So yeah. But yeah, I'd say yeah.
I mean, I agree with everything you said. The atmosphere is great. I love just the catacombs in general.
But would you rewatch it?
No.
Yeah, that's it. That's because that's where my brain goes. I'm what's the rewatchability of it? Even though there's parts of it that are cheesy or that are, a little you're trying a little too hard or whatever. But I'm yes, this is a movie I would feel comfortable if friends were over. Ooh, let's put on something spooky, throwing it on.
I mean,
and I think it would be a good time.
If
regardless.
it's Halloween and people are you want to watch a scary movie, I would watch this again.
But I don't think would you pick it?
No.
To watch? Yeah. Yeah.
It's not grainy.
It's not grainy.
I'm gonna get it transferred onto a VHS tape for her specifically, and we're gonna watch it in some old 90s VHS player, and then watch. She's gonna be
there you go.
I think this might be my favorite movie,
and it could be. You never know.
Maybe your TV is just too nice. You do have a really nice TV.
I mean, maybe that's what.
You got it in high definition. So
I have kind of a shitty TV that's 20 years old, so I'm right there with it.
Even the high def is a little grainy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes the sound just stops working. I don't know.
You're right in it.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, what about you guys?
I gave it the extra point. I think it's a fun watch. I think it might be a new favorite out of found footage, honestly.
Okay.
First time seeing it, I really liked it. I mean, even though it was high-key stressful, but
yeah.
I thought it was a good time and I'd watch it again. How about you, Alex?
Okay, so I'm going to tell myself a little bit. When I, going into it, because this is my third time watching it, I was I'm not giving this movie this point. It's not that scary. Because Steph and I were talking about it, and she's like, oh, I heard it was one of the scariest movies ever. And I'm like, I don't really think so. But I got by a jump scare. So I was like, well, there it is. I'll give it the point. I have to give it the point now.
What jump scare got you?
When Benji dies and the woman's right there. I was like, oh my God. And that doesn't happen all too often. So I was like, well, okay, now I have to give it the point. So I will say I enjoyed it the most this time. I think with each watch, I catch a little bit more. And I'm like, okay, so it's not just as random, like I kind of said before, as I initially thought. So yeah, I gave it the point. It deserved it.
Begrudgingly.
Since it actually freaked me out. I was like, oh, damn, okay. I'll give it the point.
Maybe I just need to watch it 3 times.
Yeah, there you go.
See, the first time I ever watched it, because I've seen it, I said 50. I've probably seen it maybe 3 or 4 times or whatever. But I hadn't seen it in a while because it was rent only or whatever. So it's not an easy thing to just throw on. You have to rent it or buy it on VOD. And so I hadn't seen it in a while. And I remember the first time I watched it being so scared. But I also watched it alone at night, by myself or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that would mess with you.
Yeah. And so this time, watching it with my friend and she's really into the lore and all the Dante's Inferno stuff that changed kind of the way that I watched it. And I was like, oh, it's not as scary this time, but it's also way more interesting. I'm finding things that I'm oh, wow, I didn't even notice that. And she's like eagle-eyed for that stuff. So I was like, oh my God, there she goes again.
So you had like your own director's
Yeah,
cut
basically,
kind of
yeah.
while you're watching
Yeah,
it.
right. Behind the scenes, that's nice.
I mean, she's no Ben Affleck in Apollo 13, or what is the Apollo 13? What's the Armageddon? The one with the big rock that's coming, the meteor.
You think I know that?
And Ben Affleck, you love Ben Affleck. I just figured.
Yeah, I don't watch movies like that.
Where they get sent into space with Bruce Willis. What?
Oh, it's bothering me. What is that?
Ooh.
Is it Armageddon?
Is it Armageddon?
Hold
I think it's
on,
Armageddon.
I need to look it up now. This is gonna drive me crazy.
You would love Armageddon. Him and what's her name? From Lord of the Rings. It's Armageddon. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I try to avoid anything about space.
It's just
me too.
such a classic.
I really don't like space.
Are we all not space fans? Because it scares the shit out of me.
It scares me so bad. Every part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement. Space,
I feel
open
like
water.
we're one horror movie podcast that don't do a lot of like alien based movies. Like we're just not.
What's that
not
alien
doing it.
movie that I watched recently that I liked? Signs.
Signs?
Signs. Right?
I don't know. Did you recently watch Signs?
Yeah, I told you about that. The Mel Gibson one?
Yeah.
Yeah. That movie's good.
That movie scared me so bad.
I like that one.
That
Wait,
movie
Steph,
scared me so bad.
Have you not seen Signs stuff?
I've seen bits.
Okay.
That's
You should
the
watch it. It's
caveat for
good.
it. I've seen bits of it.
Okay, it's gone on the list. Another
I
one
was
that's
gonna say
going
that
on
one. You need to bump that one up.
Yeah,
that's a good
yeah.
one.
That's a good. Wait.
I do have exceptions though, like Arrival. Arrival's really good. I don't know.
Oh,
if you guys have ever
Arrival's
seen
good.
it.
But that's
Did I
a
see
space
Arrival?
movie set on our planet because that's like how
Yeah.
Signs is too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's alien. It's an alien movie. It's not a space movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know this has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but have
don't
you
say.
guys covered The Village?
No.
We did. No, we
That's
didn't.
my.
We did
That's
Witch.
one
We
of
did-
my
okay.
favorite movies ever.
Oh, we love The
We
Village.
love The
Opinion.
Village. You
Yeah, I
guys
was
should
gonna
watch
say it's
that.
one of my favorite Shyamalan for sure.
Me too.
It's
Yeah.
like such an unpopular opinion, though. I know a lot of people don't like The Village, but
It's so good.
That
love it.
to me is an easy way to judge if people like just actually form their own opinions on movies or if they're just like, oh yeah, that's the bad one. Is The Village. Because I'm like, if you can watch The Village and just truly be like that, there's nothing redeemable about that movie. I'm like, what are we doing
That movie
here?
is so good. Like I will die on that hill.
Okay.
It's so good.
Another one.
Shyamalan's so hit and miss for me.
I'm a huge Shyamalan fan, I will say. And there's movies of his that I absolutely love that I know, like when people say they don't like it, I'm like, I totally get it. Like that's totally fair. Like
Yeah.
I love Old. I watch Old all the time.
That was-
Old I like.
And-
Yeah,
but
we like old.
But when people tell me they don't like it, I'm like, I get it because it's very kitschy and like weird. Like the things I like
thought
about it
you
are what
liked
makes
it.
it weird.
I thought you liked it because it was so bad.
No, it's weird. It's like every single character in that movie is having their first day on Earth, and then they get thrown into the strangest situation in the world.
Yeah.
And he shared the directing of it with his daughter so that there was an old and a young perspective on the story that's being told. So it feels super disjointed, but in a way that works, I think.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
sorry. Now we're analyzing
Sorry,
other
I'm so
films.
sorry.
No, we're
No,
good. 'Cause
that's okay.
I was gonna say like the one Shyamalan I couldn't get into was The Happening. I just
Yeah.
I don't know if you
haven't seen
saw
that
that, but I just
Oh, I've seen
couldn't.
it. I recently
couldn't do
rewatched it actually to be like, because I saw it when it came out probably. And I was like, I wonder if this. And then I read about his directing, the way he directed it and the way he on purpose cast Mark Wahlberg and like was having him play it like it's a super serious role, even though it was like supposed to be kind of a stupid role. And apparently, like
Okay.
every day, Mark Wahlberg like almost quit because he was like, what is
Oh.
going on? Like, why are they? And then
Fair,
I'm like,
I would be-
okay, now I have like a huge appreciation for that because that's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Right.
That is kind of funny. Oh my
I felt
God.
that way about Trap, honestly.
Oh, I just watched Trap.
I liked it, but it felt so goofy by the
Yeah,
end. It was
it
like,
was
how
a
many
little
times are you
goofy.
going to evade the FBI, man?
Yeah. But I did think it was fun.
It's pure camp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For sure.
for sure. It's definitely like a fun like drinking movie. Like every time he gets away, you can just take a drink.
Yeah,
you know?
true.
On your ass so fast.
Yeah.
yeah,
Just blacked out.
honestly. Right. Don't even make it to the final
Or
half.
every time his daughter says, Dad, where do you keep going?
Yeah. You're just like leaving me in the middle of this concert.
Finish your drink. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Adding all of our points up, you three all gave it a 10, and I gave it a 9.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good score. As
good
above, so
score.
below.
I think that's
I think so.
we recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
higher on the scale.
We never really get to the 13. Like I feel like 13's a rarity.
I
So
gave
you have
one.
to be like completely like I'm never gonna see it.
What
again.
was your 113?
So random.
Alex's?
Flatliners from like 1992.
I love that movie.
It scared the shit out of me.
It's
and I don't
really
know
scary.
Why.
I've never seen
I don't
it.
know. I gave it a 13.
The
That's the
death
one
thing, yeah.
Yeah. So, Steph, you gave something a 13, didn't you?
I have no idea what it was, though. I'm just...
I would assume
no.
Insidious was a 13, but
We haven't done that one for the show.
guys.
yet,
That one's
so-
scary.
It is. Yeah, I will say, Steph.
that would be a 13.
Insidious freaked me out, too.
Easy.
So.
Yeah.
The little
I
boy.
have seen it. I definitely
Ugh.
screamed when like the red face comes out of the wall in the dining room.
Yeah.
In that one, like, yeah, for sure.
You should save that one for like spooky season because that's like, I mean, this is
I
a
think
horror
I'm-
podcast.
I was
horror
gonna
movie
say,
podcast,
that's what they
but
do
it just
every
feels like
week.
that one is like, the spooky one.
Yeah.
for Halloween.
Well, definitely. We have so many to add to our list now.
There's so many
Yeah.
horror movies.
There are.
Truly.
Right.
You'll never run out.
We did Dark Crystal last week, and now people are like suggesting like nostalgia dark children's movies for us to watch, and I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of those.
Oh, like
how we
Legend?
kind of balance it between what?
Legend. Have you ever seen Legend? That's a pretty
Oh.
scary children's movie. It's Tom Cruise's first movie, actually.
Oh, really?
And
I've never heard of
I
this.
can't remember who it's
Tom Cruise being in that alone is scary.
the guy that plays Pennywise in the original It. Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
Tim Curry?
Tim
Oh,
Curry plays
Tim
the
Curry.
the demon.
Oh,
He's
okay.
good.
It's
I've never
very
I
heard
do
of that.
love him in It.
It's very good. It was like my intro to horror. Basically, it scared the crap out of me when I was a little kid,
Oh,
and it's
really?
also extremely sexy. So there was a lot of confusing feelings happening.
Oh wow. Okay.
It was an awakening of some
Interesting.
sort.
Yeah, for like 10-year-old Cassidy, I was like, ooh.
What is this? Do you guys mind like telling everyone where they can find you? And then we'll do our closeout.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. So you can find us on anywhere you listen to your podcasts under Drinking the Koolaid. We also have a YouTube channel if you prefer to watch on Drinking the Koolaid. And you can find us on Drinking the Koolaid Pod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that fun stuff. We also have a website where it has all of these beautiful things at dtkpod.com.
Yes.
Great. Definitely check them out. So fun. I loved the last 2 episodes on like the Pepsi and the crazy guy that was living like a Final Destination life but surviving.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember his name.
I think you're going to like the episode that came out today. If you
I'll
like
have to check
if
it
you like
out.
those stories specifically, because
Yeah.
basically your story is kind of like the
Yeah.
Final Destination story, and then my story is kind of like the Pepsi story. Well, it's
Oh, okay.
not
Okay.
really, but like
It's
a weird industry
conspiracy.
thing. Conspiracy, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I wanted to bring up the Pepsi story because I was listening to that today, and that was just such a unique story to like cover because I never other podcasts cover like really spooky things, but like I would have never heard of the Pepsi story. Like that was so crazy and so interesting.
Yeah, when
It was definitely one of the first ones I picked out because I was like, oh, Pepsi. I didn't know we could talk about that.
I was gonna say that's why we always say that our podcast is just like a mystery podcast. And it's like lots of things are mysterious.
Yeah.
Because the world is
Mhm.
just a weird place. So like that story in itself is like mysterious just because it's weird as heck.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
Right.
It's hard to put our podcast in like a category
yeah.
because a lot of people are like, it's true crime. We're like, we're not.
Oh
true
my
crime.
gosh. We're charting on true crime for like a while.
Mhm.
And we've never gotten so much hate mentioned because people are like, what is this? This isn't true crime. And I'm like, we don't get to choose that we're on this weird true crime.
Yeah. They're like, what are you guys even
Chart.
talking about? You're not talking about murder and true crime. We're like, we never said we were a true crime podcast.
Yeah.
Our agency literally went in and was like, yeah, we're taking true crime off of your thing. It's
Yeah.
not even
Oh,
on
wow.
our thing anymore. And
No,
I
I
was like,
think it just
probably
says
for the best.
comedy. No.
It says culture and society.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay. Sophisticated.
So
Very nice.
sophisticated. Put your pinkies up, gals.
Which once again, people will come listen probably and be like, what
What
is this?
Whose culture and whose society is this? Not mine, I'll tell you what.
They don't know, but it is. It totally
Yeah.
is. That was that Pepsi story was wild, but I was so fascinated in what was going on.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Crazy. Thank you for listening. If you enjoy the show and listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, giving us a 5-star rating is super helpful. We always appreciate it. If you are watching the YouTube version, you could like and comment on this video and let us know what you'd like us to cover next.
You can find us on social media using 13 Degrees of Screams.
This has been 13 Degrees of Screams, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
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 Bye.